What was your most surprising therapy experience? My therapist showed up at my house uninvited at 7 a.m. on a Saturday. I was in my ratty SpongeBob pajamas, half asleep, when I opened the door, and there she was, Dr. Winters, standing on my porch with two coffees and a paper bag. After my third suicide attempt, my sister found Dr. Winters through some mental health forum. Her office was this dingy converted storage room above a Vietnamese restaurant. The whole place smelled like pho, and there was this massive water stain on the ceiling shaped exactly like Australia. First session, she didn't take notes, didn't ask about my childhood, just stared at me for like 40 uncomfortable seconds and said, "Your Lexapro isn't working. I can tell by your pupils." She was right. I'd been on it for 7 months and still couldn't get out of bed most days. She had this weird rule, no tissues in therapy, said crying without wiping tears away forces you to sit with emotions instead of cleaning them up. There was this dead plant on her desk she'd sometimes point to and say, "Depression looks like that, but your brain isn't actually dead yet." During our fourth session, her phone kept buzzing. She checked it 8 times in an hour. When I finally said something, she just said, "Sometimes boundaries need breaking," then prescribed me Wellbutrin instead of the Zoloft my previous doctor recommended. The Wellbutrin actually helped. I started showering regularly, went back to work part-time at the call center. But Dr. Winters got weirder. She'd text me random articles at midnight, once called me Amy for an entire session, not my name. Then she showed up at my house that Saturday, handed me coffee and said, "Put shoes on, we're doing exposure therapy now." I was terrified but followed her to her dented Honda Civic. We drove to the bridge where I'd tried to jump 3 months earlier. I had a full panic attack in her car. Couldn't breathe, crying, the whole thing. She just watched, no tissues, window cracked so I could hear the water below. After I calmed down, she said, "My son jumped from here 2 years ago. He looked like you." When I reported her to the licensing board the following week, I felt vindicated. Showing up unannounced, sharing personal trauma, calling me by her dead son's girlfriend's name. Totally unprofessional. The board agreed and suspended her license for 6 months. I found a new therapist, Dr. Chen, who had proper boundaries, proper methods, a proper office with no water stains. She helped me with CBT and proper medication management. Everything by the book. 3 months later, I was standing on that same bridge again at 2 a.m. Different spot, same intention. A car pulled up. Dr. Winters got out, still in her pajamas, hair a mess. "Someone from group therapy saw you walking here," she said. "Get in the car, Amy. Sorry." She took me to an all-night diner. Didn't say much, just ordered me pancakes I didn't eat. On a napkin, she wrote, "Being alive is hard. Being a good therapist might be impossible." Then she told me her son's girlfriend Amy had survived her attempt, but died of an overdose 6 months later. I asked why she became a therapist. "After Alex died, I got licensed so I could spot the signs I missed in him. I break rules when the rules might let someone die." I never reported her again. Sometimes when I'm doing really bad, I still get random texts at midnight. "You still with us?" I always answer. The state board would call it unprofessional. I call it the reason I'm alive. Sometimes the most broken people know exactly where to find you when you're breaking.